Phil, the NEC Group has many years' experience with the NEC Centre itself, but particularly the International Convention Centre in Birmingham. You're now exporting that to the development in Dublin. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, absolutely. 15 years, 20 years of operation out of the ICC has taught us a lot. So when it came to the bid process, actually how we would operate, design and build a convention centre again, obviously we learned from some mistakes and we learned from a lot of operational experience. A lot of design engineers, because you are breaking the framework, these are not common buildings, you know. A building to hold a conference for 10, 12,000 delegates, multi-lets, all takes a lot of operational expertise. So actually to design a building which would function efficiently for a whole life cycle was something we benefited from our 20 years of experience. So actually with the design, it was originally a design and build around a very tight design and document which was issued by the Irish government. We bid with the developer to actually come up with a workable bid and a design which we felt was right. Actually, once the contract was awarded, we split away from the developer and we immediately took our role as being the operators of the building. So throughout then of the 3 years design, development and build, we challenged the design, we looked at it as it took shape, we altered and we tweaked, all within the cost framework obviously, but actually we was there to deliver a building which would obviously maximise profits back for the Irish government by reducing its operating costs, efficiency of plant replacement, understanding the run times and the scales. A lot of the design of these type of structures, because they're not a lot of experience out there in the market, engineers tend to, as an engineer I'll say this, we tend to over-design, and the temptation to over-design or over-engineer a lot of stuff actually adds cost to the build, but actually adds inefficiency to the running costs, because you end up with plant that's running at 20% of its capacity when we all know you're better off at cruising, you know, at 60 or 70%. Or vice versa, you can have plant which is obviously running 100% and clearly not man enough for the job. So actually our experience really honed us down on that. So on there we built in controls which suited the operation. We divided the building so we could actually control it zonally, how we would actually use it, and had plants and equipment which meant we didn't have large boilers running just to heat a few hundred people. We designed it, we'd have small boilers where we needed it, larger boilers, and scale up, and very scalable type of design that actually flex with the activity of that type of building. You know, a typical operational day, you might have 100 people in, 200 people doing infrastructure jobs, sales, etc. It's busy, we've got 10,000 people in, so that flex and energy jump, you actually really have to mirror your design and your controls of the building to actually meet that, maximise that efficiency. Part of the other thing then is obviously on the capex and the capital replacement, actually bearing in mind the future. So we've looked at eventually, hopefully in Dublin we'll be on a district scheme, the same as in Birmingham. That is dependent on the local authority in Dublin actually building the scheme, but we've prepared for that. We've also prepared to bring in other services by having in ductwork, etc., to the roads, connectivity, hopefully that as future energy and developments and technologies change, it's easy to plug into the Dublin Convention Centre. And I think it's something we've learnt in Birmingham, because Birmingham started as a traditional building. We've got gas-fired heating and grid power connection. We were supplying the heating from the ICC also to the NIA and across to the Hyatt Hotel. So we had a bit of a heating network. It made us an ideal place to actually start the Birmingham District Energy Company. With Birmingham City, we worked in partnership there again, similar to Dublin. Actually constructed that, and the base of the network has grown, and that network now stretches down to the council house, town hall, libraries looking to obviously the new library will attach. So as all these schemes, they grow if they make sense, and I think it makes sense.